Is it Tuesday already? Oh my gosh, it's already Tuesday. Hope you had a great May long weekend where the show about food, fun places, the mayhem of life, and I hope you had a whole bunch of all of the above this past weekend, although the weather really didn't cooperate all that much. It was kind of a cool May long weekend. The countdown is down for our American friends. The countdown is on, rather, for the Memorial Day long weekend. So back-to-back long weekends. We're back into the swing of things for a Tuesday. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Back into the confines, the cozy confines of the Beach Bunker after our Beach Bunker 2.0 show at the Elkhorn Resort Carso Spa on Friday. Had a lot of fun up there. Great crew, and thank you again for being such gracious hosts. It's great to be back with you in the Beach Bunker this morning. And lots to talk about, including Red Lobster. They're calling it quits, officially declaring bankruptcy. Or is it quits for the chain? This is a complicated situation for Red Lobster now. They've kind of put it all on the line. They've declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and that means a whole bunch of things are going to happen. But what you want to know is, how is this going to affect the Endless Shrimp? Is it still going to be on offer? Are they even going to keep their doors open? Actually, the answer may surprise you, and we'll talk about that because yesterday in federal court in Florida, Red Lobster said, we can't do it anymore. We have to declare Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and we'll do a deep dive on that because I know that's super important. It's one of the most popular restaurants on the planet, Red Lobster is, and we'll talk about that. Scarlett Johansson is suing the Chat GPT people because apparently when we were listening to the 4.0 version, the woman who was talking to us doing the translations on the new Chat GPT sounds an awful lot like Scarlett Johansson. In fact, they asked her to voice that new Chat GPT AI model, and she refused. And then when they launched it, it sounded an awful lot like her, so she's going to likely sue them. We've got some details on that. New Kit Kat coming into the market for summertime. Also, we have some news this morning on the death of Matthew Perry. This was supposed to be kind of an open and shut situation. Apparently not. Apparently police are investigating his death very quietly behind the scenes, and we've got some details on that coming up on the show this morning. That and a whole lot more as we get our shortened work week underway. Let's take a look at our highway cams this morning. Shoal Lake is down again, seeing a little bit of sunshine at 16 and 10 at Mendoza. Oh, south of Brandon on 10, seeing some sun there. That Shoal Lake camera will kick in here. Wherever you're peeking in from, good Tuesday morning. It's a Tuesday that feels like a Monday. Your weather and road update brought to you by voicemanusa.com. Your first-class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg is on voicemanusa.com. Call 204-730-2333. And we're just going to have a continuation of the weather we had from the May long weekend. It's going to be cool for this time of year. There could be some rain on Wednesday and Friday to end the week. Not a bad Memorial Day weekend. South of the border, we're expecting sunshine and temperatures in the upper teens, lower 20s, which is our normal for this time of year. Normally, we should be at 21. And we did not get a normal May long weekend up here. Nope, it was a little on the cool side. But I think we all made the best of it. We all did the best we could with what we had. And I can't wait to hear about how your May long weekend went and what kind of shenanigans you were up to this May long weekend. We'll get to that in just a bit. Let's take a look at our air temperature map across the continent this morning. Doodaloo-doo-doodaloo-doo. They were getting snow and may still get some snow in northern Ontario. Gillam and Churchill, their overnight lows like -3. It's cold up there. You can't see it on this map. But snow past May long weekend? Come on. Really? Damn. Okay, let's get into the Beach Bunker and welcome everybody aboard for a Tuesday. Let's do it. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard wherever you are watching from on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. Oh, it's Tasted Tuesday today. Guess what's on the menu for Tasted Tuesday? Barbecue seasonings from Co-op Gold. And I've got a shocker for you today. Look at this one. Look at this one. Roasted coffee. This is Co-op Gold roasted coffee seasoning. So I put this on some chicken and then put it on the barbecue last night. We're going to taste that. Roasted coffee. Isn't that something? There's 3 of them. And then there's maple barbecue. Co-op Gold maple barbecue. We'll taste that one. And Co-op Gold roasted garlic and pepper. Now, I'm a Montreal steak spice kind of guy, so this is a deviation for me. This can be interesting. But the coffee one, it was funny because I was cooking. We had chicken last night for supper, but I cooked these, got them ready for today on the grill, and we had company over, and I cracked the top on these and gave everybody a smell, and they're just like, oh, my God. All 3 of them are awesome. But the coffee one, obviously, when you crack open the coffee seasoning, they're like, wow, I want to try that. And I'm like, no one gets to try it. It's me first. Tasted Tuesday. Tasted Tuesday. I'm the first one. So that's coming up this morning on the show. Good morning to our friends Tasha and Karen and Road Reverend putting towels on beach chairs for us this morning early. Good morning to you, Tasha, Karen, Road Reverend. Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. Road Reverend says, was that this weekend? Guess I'll enjoy the American long weekend coming up. Oh, yes. Yes, it goes by way too fast. Way too fast. It's just like, it's Friday. It's Friday. And then all of a sudden, it's Tuesday. What? The weekend is done. 26 days. 26 days to Father's Day. And our friends in Minot, they are done school on Thursday. It's the last day of classes in Minot on Thursday. And they're out of school until August the 21st. That is a nice supersize summer break, I'm thinking. Holy cow. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here on Facebook this morning. Good morning. Have a great week, everybody. Derek is here, says happy Taco Tuesday. Oh, and it's Donna Bernier's birthday today. Happy birthday, Donna. Happy birthday, Donna. 21 today. Donna is 21. She's finally legal. Everywhere. Happy birthday to you, Donna. Have a great day. Hope you get spoiled today. Cindy is here on Facebook. Good morning, Sunseekers. Hope everyone had a fabulous weekend despite the rain. Mine was great. Got the camper up to Yo Lake. Ready for summer. Have a great taste of Tuesday. Congrats on Friday's show. Went off without a hitch. Well, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had some lighting issues, but all's well that ends well. And you know what? You could see those beautiful spas in the background. That was, you didn't need to see me. Would have been nice to see Michelle a little bit more, but yeah, at least we could see the spas, and it was a lot of fun. What a gorgeous morning it was, too. It was really nice. Quentin is here on Twitch. Good morning, Quentin. Welcome. Good-looking bald guy on TikTok. Good morning, and welcome to you. Nice to see you sending a rose. Well, thank you very much, good-looking bald guy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Gold star for you, too. All right. KDD4380 is here on Twitch this morning. Good morning, KDD4380. Nick Adams is here on Facebook. Nice to see you, Nick. Megan Oakley is here on Facebook. Happy Tuesday. Jody Kaslick says, good morning, everybody. On Facebook, Molly is here, too, on Twitch. Good morning, Molly. Hope you had a great weekend. Cheryl is here as well on Twitch. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Mavis Inkster is here on Facebook. Good morning, Mavis. And Angela Damaris is here on Facebook, too. Good morning, Sunseekers. It's a quiet start to the morning. It's the Tuesday after May long weekend. It's a slow go. It's a slow roll. I can just see people joining the show. The numbers slowly going up, slowly increasing. Nadine is here. Hi, Nadine on TikTok. Nice to see you, Nadine. Is slowly going up as people roll out of bed. Sean Brown is here on TikTok, too. Can't wait to hear how your weekend was. What'd you do? What'd you get done? Cindy told us what you got going on. I bet you that's yesterday's good thing. We like to start the show with a little bit of positivity, and that means looking back at the weekend and what was awesome. I'm sure there is lots to pull on for yesterday's good thing. And love to hear what was awesome about your weekend in yesterday's good thing. Mine was probably the best long weekend I have had since before COVID. We had a house full of our kids. Everyone was home, and we had some friends over for a barbecue on Sunday. Stayed up, laughs, drank some bourbon. Andre on TikTok, good morning. We had the bourbon with the horse on top. The bourbon with the horsey. If you're a bourbon fan, you know what that's all about. And the horsey started galloping. He was galloping pretty strong at the start of the evening. And then towards the end of the evening, he was a little tired. And then the horsey had to go night-night. And the horsey felt like he was a little hoarse in the throat the next day. a little bit of a sore head for the horsey. But it was a lot of fun. Really good time. Even though the weather was crappy, it's, we made the best of it. And then, of course, on Monday night, the sun comes out, and it's beautiful Monday evening, and everybody's packing up the campsite and going home after the weekend. It's like, really? Really, we can have just a little bit more sun for the weekend? Tosh says, we went out to Rossburn for the long weekend. We brought out our camper for the first time. It was so nice. Oh, I bet it was. Awesome. Molly says, I donated 2 tubs of VHSs and threw out some out haunted house costumes and got rid of some clothes. Oh, a little bit of a weekend purge going on there for our friend Molly. Nice. Carrie Brand, you can see her on Twitch. Good morning, Carrie. It's a slow go for a Tuesday. Oh, God. It's Tuesday. Oh, is the long weekend over? Yeah, it is. But the next things, we got lots to look forward to. Like I say, 26 days to Father's Day. Less than that for the Manitoba Summer Fair. Linda is here on TikTok. Good morning, Linda. It's nice to see you. Scooter 800. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Gamer 85. Good to see you, too. We've got 26 days to Father's Day, and then a lot less to the Summer Fair, and then actually 5 days until the Children's Country Fair in our town. It's a free event, and they've done it every year for, I think, almost 20 years now. And that's a sure sign that summer has arrived. So that is coming up. And then, of course, the countdown will begin shortly to the last day of school. We'll be looking for our last day of school. So Minot is done on Thursday, but we are going to have some. We're going to have some school left. We got a few weeks. They go till almost the end of June. But I don't think much is getting done in June. I was poking fun of some teachers on the weekend saying, hey, you guys are just watching movies and doing field trips now anyway. We're getting close to that time after the May long weekend, right? Where it's like movies and field trips. Yeah. Molly's excited for the Memorial Day long weekend. Yeah, just a few sleeps to go. You'll get that one, and we'll celebrate along with you. We're just going to all call in sick on Monday. Yeah, we're celebrating with Molly and our American friends for Memorial Day. Don Dragon from Minnedosa says hello on Facebook. Well, hello, Don Dragon from Minnedosa, the fine town of Minnedosa. Zumba Bernice GT family home for the weekend celebrated Mr. Bernice's birthday a week early. Very nice. Happy birthday, Mr. Bernice. Very good. It's always great when the family's home. There's nothing better. That's it. That's all there is to it. It was kind of like a Christmas weekend for me without the snow, although almost as cold. When you got the house full of people and music blaring and drinks being poured and food, you know, you got pierogies and the barbecue. And oh, man, it was great. Great weekend. A great weekend of eats and fun and laughs, and I hope you had the same. If you've got a good thing to share, just type in GT and then dash and then yesterday's good thing. Just tell us what you had going on this past weekend that was pretty awesome. I saw that a few people were up at Clear Lake, some at Sandy Lake, some at Ditch Lake. Lakes were popular, but they had to be cool. I'm thinking that wind coming off the water had to be a little bit chilly this weekend. But you know what? We're a hardy bunch in Manitoba. We're a hardy bunch, and it's a sad morning for Canucks fans. We had a pretty decent weekend in Canuckland in our house because, as you know, my son and wife are diehard jersey-wearing, game-watching fans. They're pretty crazy when it comes to the hockey. And Canucks lost to the Oilers last night 3-2. Canucks will now go golfing with the rest of the Canadian teams, and the Edmonton Oilers are the last Canadian team standing. They'll face the Dallas Stars in the Battle of the Oil Fields, the Oil Cities, the Battle of the Oil Cities, Dallas versus Edmonton. Always thought it was like that. Dallas is kind of like Edmonton, Calgary kind of like Houston. And they'll do battle starting on Thursday. And it was a close game, but they're sad. Tracy and David said they'll get over it, though, I'm thinking. Now we're just down to 4, and I'm thinking, boy, Gary Bettman has got to be excited about this because the TV viewers, that's what he's interested in, right, is these big TV markets. And, I mean, Texas has the population of Canada. Florida, who's in the Final Four, they got the population of Canada. And New York, who's also got more than the population of Canada, they're in the top 4. And then you've got Edmonton representing Canada. So he's got a massive TV audience watching the Final Four as the race to the Stanley Cup is on. And football started on the weekend. Did you see that? The Rough Riders beating the Bombers, probably why Trev is not saying hello. It was a preseason game, Trev. It's okay. It was preseason, meaning exhibition. So if you're a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan, that is yesterday's good thing. Off to a nice start. Karen Enns says this morning, GT got the garden planted and spotted baby grass growing in the newly hydro-seeded lawn. Oh, yeah. Come on up, little grassies. Come on up. We won't use a golf club on you. No. We'll be kind to you and we'll water you. That's so great, Karen. Oh, yeah, that hydro-seeding's pretty sweet. Spray that. That's where they spray the stuff on, right? It looks like a foam, and then all of a sudden, all the stuff comes up. All the green grass. Ryan says, GT, all my kids came out to the camper and did a round of golf on Sunday. Very nice. Probably had to have a sweater on, but you know what? If you were doing any kind of work or any type of outdoor activities that were, you were exerting yourself a little bit, good weekend for that because it wasn't like you were going to burn up. Carrie says, GT, I packed 17U volleyball nationals start on Thursday. Oh, Carrie, good luck. Keep us posted. That's awesome. Where are they? Are they in Alberta? 17 under volleyball nationals? Lindy says, good morning to everybody. Good morning, Lindy. Derek says, Simple Jack Jam Saturday evening for my birthday. Happy birthday, Derek. Yeah, that must have been a lot of fun. Excellent. And, yeah, well done. Happy birthday. What is that? 50-something. 50-something. Wow. Yeah, it is in Alberta. Okay, so the U17 are in Edmonton. Although they will probably be, there's going to be a little bit of focus on hockey there, I'm thinking. And Derek was 51 on Saturday. All right, well, happy birthday to you, pal. Nice. Still going strong, still playing the music, 51, still jamming out. That's awesome. Okay, so, yeah, thank you so much. Yesterday's good thing. Hope you had a great weekend and easing you back into the swing of things for a Tuesday. And I wish I had some better news to start the week. Red Lobster declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy. What does that mean, and what does it mean for your dining experience? We'll talk about that in just a bit. First, Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. Grab yourself a Tim's. There is no better way to start a shortened work week after a long weekend as you're dragging it. I just got to get to work. Stop by, get yourself a piping hot, super extra large pail of Tim Hortons coffee. That's how I like it. Nothing in it, just hot and big. That is it. 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. At lunchtime, you can get yourself a flatbread pizza in chicken parmesan, bacon, everything, pepperoni, and simply cheese. Don't forget that they've got the specialty trailer at the 18th Street location while they're doing renovations. So get yourself a treat from the Tim Hortons trailer on 18th Street until renovations are done. Looking forward to seeing what the new store is going to look like once it reopens again. And in the meantime, get a caramel ice cap or the Oreo double stuffed ice cap. 2 new sparkling quencher flavors, too. Mango star fruit and wild berry hibiscus, and a new tiramisu cold brew. All available at Tim Hortons in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, the official oil change of the Tyler Glen Show. 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. You slide on in there, get yourself an oil change, and you'll be helping out the community at the same time because a portion of the proceeds go to Samaritan House, Helping Hands, and the Bear Clan. 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Get those fluids checked. Get everything checked out. They'll show you your filter while you wait, and you'll be on your way in no time. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. And Kuiper's Family Bakery. Oh, my hot dogs on the weekend. Enjoyed those Kuiper's hot dog buns. They got great hamburger buns too, sticky buns, cookies, loaves, you name it. They are there for you with baked goods any time of the day or night. The most popular bakery in all of Manitoba. Kuiper's Family Bakery, satisfying those sugar cravings. Oh, yeah, that'll get your week started off right. Big cinnamon bun. Oh, from Kuiper's Family Bakery, a delectable store filled with goodies at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. So to Red Lobster, they declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on Monday, and everyone's saying, okay, the endless shrimp was what did them in. Now, the fact of the matter is that industry experts now weighing in on what has happened with Red Lobster, and the fact of the matter is that the COVID pandemic really hit Red Lobster hard. It hit the restaurant business hard. I mean, do you know of many restaurants that are saying, oh, we're having the time of our lives. This is the greatest time in the history of the restaurant business. Not really. It's tough. It is a tough go. And they are immediately going to close 100 restaurants. 100 restaurants will close. Now, this is the process. So they're doing what's called restructuring. They're going to try and get some extra funding. Apparently, they've secured that funding. And so what this means is they're going to be able to keep, I would think, most of their stores open while they kind of figure things out. But they've signaled to the world that, at any time they could shutter the whole works. But that does not appear to be happening. What appears to be happening is they're going to try and save as many stores as they can. And, of course, that will depend on profitability. Which stores are making money, which ones aren't. I think the ones that aren't are obviously going to get dumped first. And the ones that are, they're going to keep them open. They're going to do some financial restructuring and try to keep them going. And then potentially, sell the company off. And then Red Lobster will just keep on trucking. So if somebody's not paying attention to the news and you live in a community where you've got a profitable Red Lobster, then chances are, you are going to probably have your Red Lobster for a while. That's the good news. Now, the bad news is that if you have a Red Lobster that is not doing well, and there's really no way to know that other than, if you know a manager or know somebody that works at a Red Lobster, it could be sad days ahead. Yeah, and Molly is absolutely right. These poor workers. There's 36,000 Red Lobster workers. There's 27 Red Lobster stores in Canada, and I think there's like 500 in the U.S., 551 in the U.S. So the endless shrimp thing did not help them, but again, the COVID pandemic really had them up against the ropes, and it was really, really a tough go for keeping employees, getting staff to work at the restaurants. And I would think that it's going to be even harder now because when you're working for a place that you essentially know that they're kind of up against it, you're not exactly chomping at the bit to go and work at a store that is in some financial difficulty. But as for the Winnipeg store, apparently business as usual for the time being. Because this just happened yesterday. They filed for bankruptcy protection in a Florida court yesterday. So locally, it looks as if the Red Lobster will hobble along, and we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that. But I think this way, now that you're in the loop, it will come as no surprise if one day you're in Winnipeg and you're like, hey, let's go to the Red Lobster. And you go to pull on the door and there's a closed sign on the door. You'll know that, this was one of them that had to shutter. Also, some breaking news this morning in the world of travel. One person has died. 30 suffered severe injuries on a flight from Singapore to London. And this is incredibly rare. This is so rare. Like, turbulence can cause injuries, but seldom death. Wow. The flight had left London for Singapore and was rerouted to Bangkok's, I can't pronounce that, a Bangkok airport. This just happened. One person has died, 30 people injured, 211 passengers, 18 crew members. We can confirm there are serious injuries and one fatality on this Boeing 777. The airline added that it was working with local authorities to provide medical assistance and that it would send a support team to Bangkok. Turbulence-related incidents are the most common type of accident suffered by aircrafts. And usually bumps, bruises, you can even get some broken bones if you're not strapped into your seat when that seatbelt sign comes on and the turbulence hits. But to cause a death, that is really rare. Really rare. But lots of people talking about that online this morning. Yike-carumba. Hope everybody else makes out okay. All right, let's do our first beach break of the morning, and we are going to go to the Soggy Dollar. It's been a while since we visited the Soggy Dollar, and let's do that this morning. That's a beautiful beach. This is in the British Virgin Islands, and they literally have beach chairs there for us. It's a fantastic place to kind of hang out for a little bit. Here's a live shot this morning. Oh, looking good. It's a little breezy. We'll take it. Here's some sunshine and beach time. Quick beach break, and we'll be back with more food, fun places, and mayhem in just a bit. Thank you for being here, guys. Happy Tuesday. That feels kind of like a Monday today. welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a great May-long weekend. Back into the beach bunker after another successful show on location on Friday. Thank you so much for being here. This is a British Virgin Islands and the Soggy Dollar Grill. Chairs set up waiting for you. Hope your Tuesday is off to a nice start. You're easing into another work week. This is a nice short work week for us. We can get through this. We're getting a little bit of fog on the Oak Lake cam this morning. A little bit of lingering fog again. And Grand Valley camera is showing a little bit of fog too. Your weather and road update brought to you by westmanshuttle.com. Your first class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg is on westmanshuttle.com. Call 204-730-2333. And looks as if we've got some sunshine towards Winnipeg, some sun to the south. That's nice. 8 degrees, and we should see a high of 18 to 20 today. There is a chance of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm tonight. There was a ton of lightning on Friday. Holy cow, I am surprised that we didn't get hit with anything on Friday. When we ended the show on Friday and came back from Clear Lake and got back into the beach bunker, my alarm bells are going off. Lightning strikes. Pull up the radar. It was pretty crazy. I thought, oh, we're going to get hit with something. And thankfully, nothing serious materialized at all, but some serious instability going into the weekend, I'll tell you. And then it was cool for the rest of the weekend. Kathy Yates on Facebook. Good morning. It's nice to see you. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Good to see you. As we show you the air temperature map from across the continent, here's how everybody is waking up on this Tuesday morning. Wherever you're peeking in from on TikTok or Twitch or YouTube or X, thank you so much for being here. And appreciate you paying us a visit this morning, getting some reaction to the Red Lobster bankruptcy declaration. How folks are feeling about Red Lobster, having to get some financial assistance now, and making it pretty much known that they're kind of on the ropes. Brian says, that sucks. Well, at least we still have Olive Garden. But then Paul says, Brian, not quite sure about that. Aren't they owned by the same people? And for now, apparently they are. Nicole says, my sister-in-law is going to be heartbroken about this news. Lonnie says, do you hear why they had to file for Chapter 11? Jared says, I heard a couple of weeks ago because it was their endless shrimp promotion. That's what they're blaming it on. But again, there were a lot of, it's one promo. And yeah, they were losing money on that. But there were a lot of other things that happened. Sean goes, our economy is doing great. And then there's a lot of reaction that you would suspect. You would lots of no and oh my God, what are we going to do without Red Lobster? And again, thankfully, there won't be any immediate closures. I'm thinking in our area affecting the stores in Regina and Winnipeg, but I would think that those stores are probably on the list of the profitable ones. And again, the non-profitable ones, they're going bye-bye. They got rid of 100 already. 100 stores had to shutter. A blessed mom of two, good morning to you on Twitch. Ryan says, bringing along John Silver's. That's kind of like, we have a fish and chips place like Long John Silver's. I can't remember the name of it. It's over on 18th Street. Very similar to Long John Silver's. But Red Lobster, yeah, I don't know. One of the things that I had read was that the younger demographics, they're having a hard time getting them to go in. It's Joey's Only. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Joey's Only is a lot like Long John Silver's, in my opinion. But apparently the younger demographic, they were having a difficult time getting the younger demographic, those under the age of 30, to go into Red Lobster. I guess if you're over 30, you're more apt to check out Red Lobster. And I think it's because those over 30 have a taste for the seafood and know how expensive the seafood can cost. And, you go to Red Lobster and have the seafood. And you know what? It's they did a pretty good job on the whole affordability front. So, yeah, in my opinion, anyway, they did a pretty good job of keeping it affordable. Anywho, yeah, we'll continue to watch that. There has been another incident that involved a restaurant, that tried to have a special event where they put together a production that is based on a TV show or movie, and it has outraged parents. Do you remember this? This sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because we had a story on this involving a group of people who had rented a hall in a small town. I think it was in the UK, and it was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And they told the community, bring your kids out. Come and have some fun with us. And they charged them like $25 a person. And it's come and check out the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory extravaganza. And then they showed up. And it was like a couple of murals and somebody in an old worn out Willy Wonka costume. Remember that? And people were upset. A hot dog joint in Las Vegas unwittingly hosted a Bluey-themed event. Dirt Dog held the event called Bluey Day at one of its Las Vegas locations earlier this month. The event was dedicated to the Australian children's show Bluey. Are you familiar with Bluey? The Australian cattle dog. According to the Facebook event, the gathering advertised face painting, special treats, and meeting Bluey and friends. So what could possibly be the problem with this
then? They wanted their own family-friendly day with cartoon character Bluey. They expected a few dozen people and regulars. Thousands RSVP'd. Hundreds of families were left fuming and say kids were disappointed. The restaurant spoke to Fox 5 and says they want to say sorry to all the families, and they underestimated the power of Bluey.
When I saw him, my best ignore him. I was mad.
What, did he look like the cartoon? Did he look like on TV?
No, he looked like unexpected. We could see his beard.
Sophia and other kids had the same reaction. The Bluey they expected was not who greeted them. On the left, this is a photo a parent took at an event with the popular cartoon character Bluey.
Okay, let me move this around so that you can see it a little bit better. So there is Bluey on the left, the actual Bluey as he appears in the TV show. And here's the guy dressed in the costume right here. There he is. Not exactly the same. When your Bluey comes from Wish, this is how it comes in. So. Oh, these poor kids. They were a little upset about the whole thing. So,
on the right, it's a staff member of Dirt Dog in a makeshift Bluey costume.
The kids were distraught. Some kids were crying. Some kids were upset, crying in their parents' shoulders.
3,000 people RSVP'd on the Facebook event. Crowds poured in for hours. There were lines outside in the heat. Inside, concerns about capacity. From the face painting to baked goods, many parents say they were underwhelmed, and the free stuff got snatched up quickly.
How could you do that to little kids? It was a very upsetting moment to see so many kids, especially my daughter, just really upset.
Dirt Dog apologized on social media and says they welcome feedback. Angry parents posted plenty of livid messages. Thanks for ruining my 3-year-old's day. I drove 1 hour just to see a grown man in PJs. Other parents defended Dirt Dog. It's a free event and a risk you take. My son loved it.
Again, we expected maybe 50, 60 people, the whole city coming out, and that's what we got, the entire city. Now knowing who Bluey is, we would have planned ahead and would have had security. There would have been more door regulations.
Taj Wilder of Dirt Dog broke down their side. She says, first of all, the gourmet hot dog hotspot with a hip-hop edge expected a few dozen people. And though the event got thousands of RSVPs, most people typically never show up. She says staff members made and did everything. From the costumes, face painting, and even baked goods. But that's the point. She says staff like doing fun events, and it's a hit with the regulars. As for the crowds, she says had they known so many people would have shown up, they would have managed the whole event with crowd control. Now, she says, they understand what parents expected.
I knew Bluey was big, I just didn't realize how big he was. The biggest takeaway, if they want Bluey, go all out. You want to do stuff for the community, just make sure you do it at the highest quality.
Oh, wow. So there you go. I don't think it was the crowds, though. I think it was the costume. The problem is that the costume, go and rent a Bluey costume if you're going to do the event. I think if they had like the Bluey mascot, the full gear, like they do like for Willie the Wheat King locally, he's our mascot for our local hockey team, that would make everybody happy. But when you show up to see Bluey and it's a guy in pajamas, huh? Kids are confused. They have no idea. Great life lesson for the kids. Be thankful for what you get, says Dang Dong. You aren't owed anything. Be grateful for the guy in the pajamas. Oh, man. Yeah, that is... That's hilarious. But you know what? They see the hot dog place seems to be taking it in stride. And as the saying goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So, people will recognize the hot dog place. They'll maybe go there. They just won't go there for children's entertainment. But, and parents, their expectations, because the kids... they need to, when they take their kids somewhere, they want to make sure that the kids come home. Oh, Mom, you're the greatest. Dad, thank you so much for taking me to that event. Not, Bluey looked like an old man in pajamas. Oh. Quentin says, reminds me of Santa from the mall who smelled like whiskey in Copenhagen. Oh, yeah. Good old Santa Claus comes in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors and smells. Most importantly, smells. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So expect that to be filling your news feed, because when the Willy Wonka thing happened, I mean, everybody was talking about it. But I mean, they were charging. I think it was $20. This is a free event for Bluey. I didn't know Bluey was that big either. I had no idea. I'm far removed from that now, so I have not been. In the loop on the kids' entertainment for quite some time. There is a police investigation into the death of Matthew Perry. This is new this morning. They're trying to find out where this ketamine came from. And apparently the federal police are involved in the States. Now, this was initially thought to be kind of an open and shut case, but law enforcement sources are telling TMZ there's an ongoing investigation into where Matthew Perry got the ketamine that ended up playing a part in his death. And the main questions are who provided the drug and under what circumstances. This was the last picture ever taken of Matt sitting in his hot tub listening to tunes, and it would be the hot tub where they would later find the star. Sources tell TMZ that both local police and the DEA have been looking into this matter for months, but it's unclear where exactly investigators are in the probe. We do know they've already interviewed some key people in Hollywood, and while sources could not provide names, they told TMZ investigators have approached and spoken to people who are known to have a history of drug use or drug abuse in the Los Angeles area. And they're told those people are not necessarily the actual source of the ketamine, but they could have information leading to the source. So far, no arrests have been made. But that would be big news. I mean, if they arrest somebody in connection with the death of Matthew Perry, that would be big news. And, of course, should something like that happen, I'll keep on top of that, let you know. Sad, sad stuff there. Sad stuff. Yeah. Hey, speaking of sad, have you been seeing the rumors on Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez? I guess these two are on the rocks. Ben Affleck just subtly responded to rumors he's divorcing Jennifer Lopez because she can't control him. Apparently, she was doing some house shopping on the weekend, and he was not part of it. Now, he was not part of the house shopping. She also had a red carpet appearance where he was not there. How interesting is that? Mm-hmm. So, again, not that, it's earth-shattering, but a nice distraction. And, these two were together, then they got divorced, then they got back together again, and then Ben Affleck had a grad on the weekend, his daughter from a previous marriage, with Jennifer Gardner, I believe, had her graduation this past weekend. So he did show up for that. But J-Lo and Ben got engaged for a second time in April of 2022 and married in July at the Little White Wedding Chapel in Las Vegas. Love is beautiful. Love is kind. Second time around is always better. Well, second time around might be a bit of a for these two. So they're on the rocks. There's your other celebrity news. J-Lo and Ben. And still with celebrities, how could this happen? Eminem, speaking of grads, Eminem's daughter, oh no, this wasn't a grad, sorry, this is a wedding. Eminem has a daughter old enough to get married. What? This is crazy. Eminem, Haley, remember little Haley? What has happened? Where did time go? Little Haley tied the knot with her longtime boyfriend, Evan, on Saturday in Michigan. It was quite the guest list. 50 Cent, Dr. Dre. Monday, Haley took to her Instagram page to share a carousel of photographs, posing in her white gown alongside Evan in front of the wedding venue. Eminem gave away his daughter Haley to Evan at the Greencrest Manor in Michigan. Oh, let's see some of the wedding pictures. Are you up for some Eminem wedding pictures? Let's have, very pretty. Very nice. I'm going to center this a little bit better here. Here's Haley's wedding pictures. Carousel. Okay. Oh, man, of course these will be great. Eminem is your dad. He's going to have lots of cash. Lots of likes on these pictures. There is Haley's husband. And there is Haley. God, I can't believe it. Where's the time gone? Remember, this is insanity. Eminem does not look like he is, and he hasn't changed at all, that he's going to be old enough to have a daughter like this getting married. This is, wow. Road Reverend says Ben Affleck was in the news for his schlong for some reason. Really? What was the context of that? He injured it or what? Anyway, nice wedding pictures. Congratulations to Eminem and the Eminem minis, the mini M&Ms that will be undoubtedly coming along shortly. Alternative Choice Garden Center in Brandon has got some fresh veggies for you. Have you heard about this? The vegetable box subscription. They did this last year. Had a great response to it. So in the greenhouse, they're growing all kinds of vegetables right now at Alternative Choice Garden Center at the corner of 34th and Patricia. And you can sign up for the vegetable box subscription for 2024 and have a box of fresh garden veggies grown in their backyard delivered right to your door, whether that be work or home. In Brandon every week. Now, there are limited spots available. There's a 6-week commitment required. All you have to do is go to their website, alternativegroup.ca, or give them a call for more information, and you can have some fresh veggies brought right to your door, and there's nothing like fresh. And it's one of the best things about this time of year is having those fresh veggies, but not everybody has the time or the resources or the spot in the backyard to put a garden together. So that's why Alternative Choice Garden Center is doing it for you. Again, they're at the corner of 34th and Patricia. Big concert this weekend at Skydancer Casino at Chapel Hart. They packed them in at the Skydancer Event Center on Sunday night. That is the first of many shows that'll be coming to the Skydancer Casino this summer, just 88 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. We've got Nelly coming in August. Hunter Hayes is set to perform in November. And we're just days away from the opening of the Sky Jump Trampoline Park, set to open next to the Turtle Island Adventure Water Park. The Skydancer Stampede rolls into town July 13th and 14th. So if you're into bull riding and bronco busting, easy for me to say, you're going to want to check that out July 13th and 14th at the Skydancer Casino in Belcourt. And don't forget about the water park hotel deals available to you for the Queen Standard Room and 4 water park tickets, $159 weekdays and $179 on weekends. Visit SkydancerCasino.com for full details. And our friends at Auto Fashion, taking care of premium vehicles all vehicles, because it's not just detailing, it's fine auto finishing. Whether it is regular maintenance as far as making sure that the inside of your vehicle is smelling and looking great, or to protecting your investment, making sure that there's a coating, the greatest and latest in technologies to coat your investment in ceramic coating so that it's protected from the elements, protected from scratches. They'll be able to take care of you with, again, the latest in technologies at Auto Fashion. Great staff. Of course, they're MPI and SGI accredited should you get hit by hail, and we've already seen hail rear its ugly head already. So when you see hail, think Auto Fashion. 255 17th Street North, behind Lee's Buffet, next to the car wash. So you're not telling me why Ben Affleck's hoo-ha was in the news. I'm not gonna Google that. What are you talking about? Love me some Auto Fashion, says Carrie. Love me some Kit Kat. Kit Kat is out with a new summer flavor. Check this out. What do you think of this? Kit Kat Pink Lemonade. Hershey is releasing this in time for summer. Lemonade is a nice summer drink. The Kit Kat Pink Lemonade Flavor Bar. So that looks like it would be something fun to try. Kit Kat Pink Lemonade. And that'll be on the U.S. side. That'll be, south of the border. Not for us, but maybe, just maybe, it will appear here later on this summer, and I'm sure that there'll be some folks who will be jumping across the border to pick up this new Kit Kat and then maybe bring it back for the rest of us. Looks delicious. Kit Kat Pink Lemonade. Wash that down with some lemonade. There you go. Also news this morning of a woman thrown off a Frontier Airlines flight after being honest about the exit row question. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you sit in the exit row and they ask you, are you prepared in an emergency to offer assistance to people with regards to opening this door and letting people out in case of an emergency? Well, this woman says, and I'm quoting, I'm not going to save anybody. If something happens, I'm going to save myself. Seems like a reasonable answer. But the problem is that then the airline stewardess, and there's video for this, and we'll show it to you next hour. This is a picture of it right here. The airline stewardess says, well, then, if that's the case, then we have to move you. We have to move you to another location. And she refuses. She'd like to sit there and have all that leg room. And that is a big problem. That's a big problem. And things kind of get out of hand, and they spiral out of control. And this whole thing ends with her being carted off the airplane in handcuffs. Oh, it's fun for the whole family. Yes, lots of fun when you're flying Frontier. And we'll show you that next hour. K-Nixto says, sounds terrible. Leave Kit Kat alone. Well, the thing is that they're not going to replace Kit Kat. They're not going to take the regular Kit Kat off the market. This is the Kit Kat lemonade. What did they do last year? They had a white chocolate Kit Kat last year, and then a strawberry quick shake, I think, Kit Kat. So they like to shake it up a little bit, introduce some new flavors. Pink lemonade will just be added to it. So they won't be replacing the traditional Kit Kat, because yes, that would be bad. We all love Kit Kat. Kit Kat is one of the most popular candy bars in the world. Yes, it is. So I think it'll be okay. Red Lobster, on the other hand, oh boy, Red Lobster is in some trouble. They're in some trouble. Okay, well, you know what? That wraps up hour one of the show. We have to say farewell. Kit Kat lemonade, says Ridbard. Yeah, lemonade Kit Kat. Yeah, you'd think that would be good. It's going to have a sour and sweet taste. It would be pretty good. Speaking of taste, coming up next hour, We are going to do Taste of Tuesday, where we have got Co-op Gold delicious roasted garlic and pepper barbecue seasoning, along with maple barbecue seasoning and fire roasted coffee seasoning. Are these, can you see these okay? There we go. These are going to be delicious. We are going to try those with a little bit of chicken. Which one do you think you're going to like the best? The coffee, maple barbecue, or the roasted garlic and pepper? I have a tiny piece of little chicken for each one of them that I barbecued last night. We will review it. We will give you all the details coming up next hour on Taste It Tuesday on the Tyler Glen Show. But we have to say farewell to our friends on TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube, because we're moving the party over exclusively to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show, okay? Thank you so much, folks, on TikTok for being here. I do appreciate it. Ghosty, we got to run. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We have got to move the party over to Twitch. And again, the show comes in an abbreviated form, a smaller version, 40 minutes or less, in a podcast version of the show at tylerglenshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a great day, TikTokers. We'll see you again tomorrow at 7, okay? Thanks for being here. We got to go. Sorry. Okay, to our friends on Facebook and X. See you later, X. Have a great Tuesday that feels like a Monday. See you later. And YouTube, catch you later, skater.